this video we're going to look at some of the keyboard accessibility options that may be available. I'm using the Windows operating system here, but similar features are available in the Mac operating system and the Chrome operating system. To start with, we're going to go and choose the Ease of Access Center, and then from the menu on the left hand side choose the keyboard option. This will give options for people who find typing difficult, for example single-handed or single-fingered typists. The first option is to look at using your device without a physical keyboard, and in this case using an on-screen keyboard. I'm going to toggle this on, and here you can see the on-screen keyboard appears. As we're going to focus more on the physical keyboard, I'm just going to close this down for now. The next option there is for using sticky keys. This allows for a single-handed typist to press one key at a time for keyboard shortcuts. So for example, pressing Ctrl-Alt-Delete in sequence, one after another, rather than at the same time. It can also be useful for typing capital letters. And I'm going to turn this on here to demonstrate this. So I'm going to type the capital T using one finger. So I'm pressing the Shift key. There's a little beep to say that it's been activated, and then I press the letter that I want. Just to say that this has held the key down for just one activation, so if I start typing the rest of the word, it is not in capitals. Next, we're going to look at the toggle keys option. This will play a sound whenever you press the caps lock, number lock or scroll lock key on your keyboard. So for example, when I press the caps lock key, there's a slight beep. And when I press it again, it beeped a second time. The next option we're going to look at is filter keys. Filter keys allows you to set up customized keyboard hold time to avoid brief or repeated strokes. Bounce keys work when you press the same key more than once. This prevents multiple iterations of the same letter in a document where you do not intend it to be. For example, if somebody has a tremor or an ataxic movement, they may end up hitting the key twice accidentally. So to turn this on, we can now see it's going to choose how long before it accepts a repeated keystroke. So for example, I'm going to set this to 1 second. I'm going to write the word letter over here on the document. Even though I pressed the T key twice in quick succession there, it did not allow me to insert it until at least 1 second had passed. This prevents accidental insertion of double letters. The next option is slow keys. This can be good if somebody accidentally hits off keys in the vicinity of the one that they want. And this allows you to choose how long you need to hold down a key before it is accepted. And again, you can see you can choose your time here. I'm going to put it to half a second this time. So I'm going to write the word key. So for example, if I hit the key quickly, it doesn't accept it. It's only when I hold it down for half a second that will insert the document. This can be useful if somebody hits off the key beside the one they want. So for example, if you're going for the letter E, you could see there I was hitting off the letter or, but it did not accept it until as I did not hold it down for half a second. It was only when I moved my finger to the E and held it there for half a second that it was inserted. The final option we're going to look at is repeat keys, which delays repeated keystrokes when you press and hold down a key. First of all, we're going to look at this without it activated. So if I hold down a letter, so for example the letter W, so first we're going to see what happens without this activated. If I hold down the W letter, for example, you can see that it repeats quite quickly on screen. So when I turn this on, it's going to change how long I need to hold down a key before it is accepted, and subsequently how long I need to hold down before the next keystroke is accepted. I've set these to 2 seconds here, just so you can see what this means. So I pressed and left my finger there for about 1.5 seconds, and it did not duplicate that letter. If I go to my next letter, again I held my finger there for quite a long time before it was accepted, and it also did not repeat. So really useful for people who find it difficult to move their fingers quickly from keys without getting repeated letters on screen.